Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here today for Natalia's annual IEP meeting. Let us introduce each other as we go around the table. My name is Mrs. Barnett, and I am Natalia's SDC teacher. We have Mr. Aaron Lamoureux. He teaches PE. We have Tess. She is our SPED teacher. We have Miss Aubrey Zuko, who is our LEA for this meeting. And of course, we have Mom, Miss Lillian Adams, and Dad, James Adams. Okay, let me first go over your parent rights. You have your parent rights and procedural safeguards are the following. 1, you have a right to free and appropriate public education in the least restrictive environment. Natalia has the right to unbiased assessments by qualified personnel and a written copy of said assessment results. Number 3, the right to meet at least once per year to discuss student progress. 4, no changes will be made without parents' consent. 5, a right to examine your students' records. And 6, a right to due process or mediation should parent and district not be able to agree upon a decision. Does everybody understand? Do you have any questions? No? Okay, thank you. Let's go on. Okay. Natalia qualifies for an IEP based on the 2 following areas. Area 1, she qualifies under intellectual disability. And number 2, 240, which is speech impairment. And then the third one would be OT services. Okay. So the present level of academic achievement for Miss Natalia is as follows. The present levels of cognitive and ELA, math and writing. Present level is currently Natalia struggles to write a sentence that is legible and cohesive. Natalia can copy 5-word sentences from a whiteboard placed in front of her 30% of the time in 4 out of 4 trials. For math, she struggles to add numbers higher than 50. With manipulatives, she can count, add, and subtract up to 30, 45% accuracy over 4 out of 4 trials. For OT, Natalia is able to catch and throw a ball. She is able to use scissors and to trace sentences given to her 50% of the time in 4 out of 4 trials. For speech, Natalia is able to communicate using 4 to 5 word sentences, asking and answering questions with 60% accuracy during structured activities with 4 out of 4 trials. She is able to identify and label familiar photographs and objects and describe its function 70% accuracy in 4 out of 4 trials. Currently, Natalia can write uppercase letters and numbers legibly in the areas of letter formation, sizing, and orientation with 60% accuracy in 5 out of 5 trials for 3 consecutive sessions. The other OT goal is a functional one. Audrey can kick a ball using preferred foot from a 10 feet distance and 40% accuracy in 5 out of 5 trials. Does anybody have any questions on that? Okay. So we reviewed her physical, fine and gross motor, vision and hearing. So at this time, Natalia struggles to use scissors appropriately for her age level and struggles to cut and follow dotted lines. For her vision and hearing, her vision test was given on 8/24/22, and she passed both of her vision and hearing, both given on those days. And this was with glasses. Oral language and communication. Natalia is able to communicate effectively with her classroom mates using her ACC device and using Proloquo. Natalia can get frustrated when her peers do not understand her. And when this happens, she tends to shut down and will say she's dumb. And so we're working on encouraging her to use positive words and to slow down when she's trying to communicate. So what are your inputs right now that you guys have on your students' current performance? Oh, I'm understanding that you are concerned with how she's doing and progressing with writing her letters. Yes, ma'am, I do understand that. We are working closely with her on that, and myself and Mr. Reyes works with her on a weekly basis on writing her letters and making sure that she's forming them correctly. When they are not formed correctly, I will work with her by tracing them in the direction that they should go. And then she also has an alphabet sheet that she works on every morning as part of her morning work. Yes, we actually do work with Mr. Reyes. When he is done working with Natalia, he will come in and let me know how she's done. And then he will let me know what he would like me to work with her on while in class until his next session. Does that address your concerns? Okay, thank you. The summary of work habits for Natalia is easily distracted by what others are doing around her, and she will easily say she can't do something or she can't remember something when she's working on it independently. When she works in a small group at my table with myself and 2 other students, she will sit and wait until I give her the answer. She seems to not want to try when working or when I ask her to do it independently. Those are my concerns. So if you have ways that you work with her at home, let me know what works for you, and we'll implement that here at school as well. So the accommodations that are given to Natalia at school are the following: frequent checks for understanding, visual, auditorial, tactile cues, 15 minutes on a daily basis, modified work and structured within the classroom, daily for 20 minutes, social stories, social skill interaction, daily for 10 minutes, preferential seating, daily for 10 minutes, all text passages read aloud, daily for 10 minutes, collaboration among team members to discuss academic progress is monthly for 20 minutes, adapted paper for writing, daily for 10 minutes, or longer, it's just we had to put an amount in there. Allow longer oral response time, that's daily, a minimum of 15 minutes. Emphasis in multi-sensory learning for vocabulary, weekly for a minimum of 15 minutes. Access within copy of lesson, that will be daily for a minimum of 10 minutes. Okay, now we're going to go over additional considerations of special factors. There's no transition plan, as Audrey is only a fifth. Natalia is only a 5th grader at this time. Parents, you understand that Natalia's educational rights will transfer to her when she is 18. Okay, that's understood. Statement of positive behavior intervention. At this time, Natalia does not require one because her behaviors are addressed within the classroom and easily to be corrected. She is not ESL, so she doesn't qualify for that. She's not a Braille or vision impaired child. She uses a communication device when needed to help with communication with peers and letting her wants and needs known in the general ed classroom. Okay, so we have addressed all those, so let's go to our next section. The next section is the assessments that were done on Audrey. We did not have to do any assessments per se since her triennial was last year, but we're going to go over the assessments that she will be taking in with her peers. And due to Audrey's intellectual disability and her work that she's working at, we've decided as a team to do the call. Are you in agreement with that still, parents? You are? Okay, thank you. I didn't reach that still. Okay. So Natalia at this time is in the general ed setting for 20% of her day. So that means that she attends lunch, recess, music, she goes to the library, she goes to PE, and she attends calendar math with general education students. We are looking at pushing her in for at least another 15 minutes a day, but we'll do that at her pace, for which better suits her. Are you in agreement with that, parents? Oh, you'd like some more clarification on that? Okay, we're doing this to allow her more opportunities to interact with her grade level peers in a general education setting, which is going to help with her social emotional learning and to be at least up there with her peers, at least in the social setting. Okay, thank you. So we have discussed as a team and considered the potential harmful effects of this placement on the child and have decided that this is the least restrictive environment. Are we in agreement? Okay. Next, we're going to go over the goals. Okay. So the goals that are written for Natalia right now are as follows. When given five-word sentences, Natalia will be able to copy the sentences using correct punctuation, capital letters at the beginning of a sentence, and to use periods, question marks, etc. at the end of the sentence, with an accuracy of 60%, 4 out of 4 times over a 4-week period. ELA goal number 2, with guidance and support, identify all 26 letter and sounds of the alphabet with 90% accuracy in 5 out of 5 trials with 5 consecutive weeks. Math, given supports and manipulatives, Natalia will be able to add and subtract numbers up to 100 with 70% accuracy in 4 out of 4 trials over 4 consecutive weeks. Another ELA goal for her, when given manipulatives and or letter cards, Natalia will be able to sound out each letter and put them together to form 2 to 4 letter words with an accuracy of 70% over 4 out of 4 weeks. Her other goal, this one is for communication, and this one says produce 3 to 5 word sentences using noun plus verb plus direct object pattern during answering questions with pictures 80% of the time in 4 out of 4 trials. Another speech goal would be describe common pictures and categorize the pictures with 70% accuracy during a structured activity in 4 out of 4 trials during 3 consecutive sessions with 1 verbal prompt. This one's for occupational therapy. Given minimal prompts, Natalia will write uppercase letters and numbers legibly in the areas of letter formation, sizing, and the orientation with 75% accuracy in 5 out of 5 trials over 3 consecutive weeks. Another occupational goal will be given minimal prompts. Natalia will be able to catch and toss a ball preferred hand from a 10-foot distance with 80% accuracy in 5 out of 5 trials for 3 consecutive sessions. In speech and language, Natalia will increase her ability to imitate various prosthetic features, accents, stress, rhythm, tone, pitch, and intonation in phrases with 70% accuracy when provided moderate prompting over 3 consecutive sessions as determined by the speech data. Do you have any questions on the goals that we went over? Okay, no questions at this time. We'll go ahead and go over. So we're going to go real quick, and we're going to go over the extended school year worksheet. At this time, the team feels that Natalia would benefit from having extended school year, and she will be receiving special education for 1,000 minutes a week, and she'll be receiving speech for 100 minutes and OT for 100 minutes a week. Okay,